Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy. It's my pleasure. It's always my honor as usual to be greeting you and bringing to you this message of emancipation, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why today we're going to speak about money. It's all about finances. Okay, and it's very important that we all get educated about finance. Okay, the only education that you would have never received in school is education on money or finance. And we live in a world where the medium of exchange is via money. So let's talk about money. Now, the very first thing you need to know about money is that money comes from the source, and the source is energy, which means money is energy, and you are energy. So you are money. If you do not realize that you are money, then you will always be looking for money outside of yourself. But if you know that you are money, you will know that you have to look within yourself to find the pearl of great price. When you find that pearl of great price, you can get any amount of money that you so desire. So in other words, the very first point I'm trying to get across to you is that the source of all abundance is an infinite source. And you can tap into that infinite source because that infinite source is within you. It's the invisible you. And that is why everything that you so desire in this world, it was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. So ideas control the world. The world is run by ideas. So it is very important for you to always vibrate on the frequency of having an idea to be able to solve some sort of problem in this world. And that is the reason why you have to understand the principle of giving. You see, everything exists on the basis of giving and receiving. But many people have the wrong attitude towards giving and receiving. That's why they remain in one state all of their life. Many times when you check people who claim to be poor people, you would realize that they always want to receive, but they never want to give. Because they do not understand the principle of giving. For example, if ever you're on the internet and you see someone make a comment, or if you experience someone who would comment to you and tell you that information should be for free and so on, and they can get information for free and so on, and they're using the word about free, and they believe that you shouldn't charge for your service and for your time and so on, you realize that kind of person is a person who you don't even want to work with, because that person have such a poverty mentality that they value money over themselves. Those are the people who would only pay attention to things that they pay money for. And that is why such a person would not think to come to the understanding that they cannot be on the internet without electricity, and they have to pay for electricity. They have to pay for a phone, they have to pay for the computer, whatever device they are using. They have to pay for it. And everyone in this world, we take in oxygen and we give back off carbon dioxide, and we get that energy, oxygen from our environment, from our surrounding, from the trees, from nature. So even your very existence is based on a bartering, exchange. And I'm saying that that bartering power is within you. That is why you have to understand the power of giving, that giving and receiving is the same thing. And always learn to live in an attitude of gratitude. Always be grateful for everything. Sometimes people complain too much. That's why nothing happening for them, because they keep complaining. They're always blaming something or someone. Right? Some people blame the system. They blame the government. Some people blame the kind of education they receive. Some people might blame even the religion they grew up in. But I'm saying to you, when you come to this kind of wisdom, you realize that there's no one to blame but self, and there's no one to change but self. Yes, you may have had many different experiences that may set you back a little, but now you know the truth. For you to live in that attitude of gratitude. So gratitude is very important. So remember, the source of all abundance is infinite. And remember also the power of giving. Because giving and receiving is the same. And always live in the attitude of gratitude. So that's 3 points I've already stressed there for you to walk upon. And those are keys that I'm giving to you. So that's 3 keys I've already given there to you. Also, you have to know your value. That's another key. You have to know your value. What value are you putting on yourself? Because how you exchange your energy would mean how you really value yourself. For example, some people will exchange their energy to wear the latest brand shoe or the latest clothes and so on. They want to have a Louis Vuitton or whatever. Okay, one of those popular brands. I'm trying to remember the name right now. But yeah, like Gucci, yeah, like their Gucci bags and so on, you know, that cost so much. But just because of the name and so on, the brand name, some people exchange the value like that. Some people exchange the value for weapons of destruction, bombs, guns, all of these different things. But it's how you want to exchange your energy, your value. Are you going to use it to educate, to uplift, to enlighten, to raise the vibration and the frequency on the planet? Or are you going to use it destructively? It's how you see how you value it. Okay, so you must value yourself. So value is very important. So all of this financial education that I'm giving, it always pointing you back to yourself. Because the next point I want to get to is that wealth is a state of consciousness. It doesn't have to do with how much money you own or anything like that. It's a state of consciousness. Everything is mental. Everything is psychological. You can only be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So your surrounding or your environment is what we refer to as, when you say that actions speak louder than words. The environment is speaking for you. You do not have to speak. You see, when you come to certain realization, you realize that we are all naked before each other in this world. Because it's like a mirror. And everybody's reflecting back themselves. But some people do not know it's their own self that they're reflecting, because they're blaming a devil, a power outside of themselves, and fail to realize they are the creator of everything that's happening in their life. So it's a state of consciousness. And consciousness is what creates reality. So there's some people who are dwelling in a poverty consciousness. They're dwelling in a place of lack and limitation. So the man who say I can't and the man who say I can, both are right. Because that's how each person see wealth. Another point that is very important, if you're gonna understand through financial education and educate yourself, empower yourself. You have to learn to let go of things that you attach yourself to that hasn't benefit you in any way. You know, sometimes there are people who would hold on to religion for 10 years, 20 years, and it hasn't profit them in any way. They've been doing the same job that they've been doing that they don't love. If they do the job and they really love the job because they really love it, that's what they really wanted in life, and they're at the place exactly where they want to see themselves in life, and they're so happy about it. Well, that's a different scenario. But many times people are going to jobs that they do not love. And the reason why they're holding on because they're not letting go on things that they are tied themselves to. That's what even the Bible refers to as conformation. They have conformed. But you're told not to be conformed, but be transformed by what? By the renewing of your mind. So you have to know when to let go. Even when it comes to manifesting things in your life. Because you understand through finance. You understand it's all energies, it's all an energy game. Even until when you do that, you have to know when to let go. You have to know when to sow the seed and leave it. Letting go is very important. Get rid of all the attachment. Things that are blocking you. You got to let go of all of those things. Sometimes you have to let go of certain friends, certain environment, certain conversation. Certain things you love on the television or on social media. All for your benefit. So all of this is financial education and giving you. Empowering you financially. Because it's always pointing back to you. Then you have to know why the purpose, why you want abundance in your life, why you want certain wealth, why you want money, whatever you desire, whatever you want. What is your motive? What is your purpose? And that's why it's very, very important to know who you are, because when you know who you are, you recognize the others. So you know how to really deal with them. So you would realize this wealth, this abundance you want is not something to prove anything to anyone, but to be a part of solving problems and solving situations in our society, using your energy wisely, creatively to uplift. This is what it's supposed to be all about. It's the love energy I'm speaking about. So it's very important to have the right motive. I wanted to create abundance in your life, create wealth in your life, having plenty money in your life. You must know also that it should be used to bring about joy, peace, and expansion in happiness. So that's another point. That's another key. Joy, peace, and expanding in happiness in every way. Because why? Money gives you options. Money helps you to solve a lot of problems. And when you solve other people's problems, it will bring money to you. Bound to be a problem solver. And right now we are living in a digital age. And if you can use this kind of platform or any other kind of platform to inspire, to edify, to uplift, this is what it's all about. One more point I want to leave with you is that you must know what is your intentions or goals. What are your dreams? Be specific about them. Because you see, your subconscious mind only care about your intention and your attention. Speaking about your attention span. How long could you hold an idea for? How long could you focus something in your mind's eye, in your imagination, and stay faithful to it? Or in other words, being loyal. You've been loyal to that which you can just focus your mind and imagine and form. And you can impress that feeling upon your subconscious mind. It's very, very important to know these things. So when you realize, as I said before from the start, that money is energy, and that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, and it goes all the way back to your mentality, and you understand imagination creates reality, then as I said lastly, your intention and your attention is very, very important to manifest your reality consciously. And that is the key you need to educate yourself about money. So basically, our biggest problem has been financial education. Many of us, we never got any form of financial education. And because of that, many of us, we got caught up in the rat race. And we thought that money was something that you get based on how much you can compete, or how much you can impress, or how much you can fit society and do things to suit or fit society. But when you come to this consciousness, you realize true riches starts from within. True wealth starts from within. You understand cosmic money. You understand money esoterically. Because why you're willing to change your mentality. And that's why you must be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So my brother, my sister, what I've given you about say 8 to 9 points are keys. Okay? I might have to listen back and count it. I believe I give you about between 8 and 9 keys to financial education that you must educate yourself with, that will help you to generate more in your life. Put them to work in your life. Remember, as I said before, the source of abundance is infinite and is within you. Remember that. Always live in an attitude of gratitude. Remember that. Practice giving. Practice giving. Remember that. That's how much. I think that's, see, that's 3. Remember that. Then your value. Remember your value and how you exchange your value. That's 4. Then, I think I speak about well-being, a state of consciousness. That's 5. Remember that. I also said that you must learn to let go of all your attachment. So that's 6. And then you must know the purpose for which you want to have wealth. So that's 7. And you must also know that it's to help to bring joy, peace, and happiness. That will bring also expansion. So I think that's 8. So it's about 9 because then lastly I spoke about intention and your attention. So that's 9. And there's no number higher than 9. And all of that bring you to the 9th power. Which is your Christ self, your Christ consciousness. So my brother, my sister, I can go on and on, but I want to come here to a close with these 9 keys that I've given to you that you can use to help you to live the abundant life that you so desire. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying resonating with you and it's helping you, and you haven't subscribed already, I encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru. And if you like to check out my Patreon, feel free to do that. There's a lot of good stuff that's on my Patreon. And for persons who are donating a little bit more, there is the Inner Sun Science and Technology to create your reality consciously, or the Inner Sun Engineering to create your reality consciously, and that is coming to you in a time when they want to dim the sun and they want to block out the sun, the S-U-N. And yet you're told that the Lord thy God is a sun, a S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And common sense will teach you that the Son has never withhold any good thing from you. For the Son is what powers all of humanity and give all of humanity its energy. And it is said also in the Bible, Malachi 4:2, the Son, the S-U-N of righteousness, shall rise in you, not outside of you, in you, with what? Healing. Healing in his wings. That's why when the light is found within you, you will discover that righteousness is a discovery. And that's why you will heal yourself and use your ability to help to heal the rest of humanity. So, if there's any other way that you would like to support this work, we have a PayPal and the link is right down below. Feel free to check it out. So, with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to say peace, love you all, and out.